Bossy like Lauren Hill, me I kill them softly. This a girl rather fi be called a naughty, cause if my too loyal.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida. As a moment ago, the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Tua. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Watson off play action. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Rolling to his right. And they get him down, but not before the 40-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Dancing to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua on the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson.
Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
It's a gain of 6.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. Down to the 25.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 9. Watson.
He's got long. His tight end complete.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tackle for loss goes to Matthew Ioannidis. Really nice play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the left side. It's Hunt, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a third one.
Yeah, now from this spot on third down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game.
Dolphins 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They run the counter. It's Logan, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That's returnable now for Smith. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Houston. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now stands at 13. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. And the pressure gets to him again. Malik Collins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Michael Palardy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Here's Watson. Swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Off of play action, it's Watson. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
Watson's throw into the hands of Hooper. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Second and 4. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Watson. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal. Oh, into a sea of defenders, had intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, big plays like that.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to... And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Logan. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Michael Palardy now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Smith to return it. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and...
They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 88 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nope. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Grenard in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Tua sets up to pass it. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown Dolphins. Jalen Waddle, 88 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he returns this to the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. 76 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Rosa's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
At their own 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike the 59. It's a party now. It's a party now. 59.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Out to his left. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. Looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like,
about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
109 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the fourth. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Tua.
Now thrown to Parker, complete on the slant.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jason McCourty. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here.
In the play call in that situation, sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Brought down back at the 32.
Now on 2nd and 13. Tua, he finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. There's Fuller for a Dolphin touchdown. Will Fuller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hunt. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's Watson. Finding Hunt. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understand where they are in the field?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give right side now to Hunt, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And credit the tackle to Brandon Jones.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 15 he goes. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Jalen Phillips, the edge man, on the tackle.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Watson to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. To throw, Watson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Watson on the sneak. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. And the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking up.